Somewhere close to the sun, a small, battered world endures extremes. Mercury orbits faster than any other planet, racing around the sun in just 88 days. On its day side, temperatures soar high enough to melt lead. On its night side, heat vanishes into space, and the surface plunges into deep, freezing darkness. There is no thick atmosphere to store warmth, no weather to redistribute heat, no oceans to buffer the extremes. At first glance, Mercury appears static, unchanging, ancient, and geologically silent. But Mercury is not at rest. For much of human history, Mercury was poorly understood. Its closeness to the sun made observation difficult. Glimpsed only briefly at dawn or dusk, it appeared as a simple, cratered rock, small, dense, and long dead. Early assumptions painted Mercury as a planet that cooled quickly, locked into geological stillness billions of years ago. That assumption would not survive close inspection. When spacecraft finally visited Mercury, they revealed a surface marked by unexpected violence. Across the planet stretched massive cliffs, some rising more than a kilometer high, extending hundreds of kilometers across the landscape. These structures are not the result of impacts or erosion. They are tectonic in origin, formed when the crust was forced to compress, break, and overlap. They are planetary-scale wrinkles. These cliffs tell a story written in stone. They reveal that Mercury's surface has shortened. The crust has been squeezed together as the planet's interior contracted. As Mercury cooled, its volume decreased, and the rigid outer shell had nowhere to go. It buckled, fractured, and thrust itself upward. Mercury has shrunk by several kilometers in radius. Shrinkage on this scale demands explanation. Planetary cooling is expected. All rocky worlds lose heat over time, but the degree of contraction observed on Mercury exceeds what simple thermal models predict. The cliffs are too widespread. The shortening is too extensive. Something inside Mercury appears to have cooled more dramatically than expected. At the heart of Mercury lies an anomaly. The planet possesses an enormous iron core, disproportionately large for its size. More than half of Mercury's volume is metal. This dense core dominates the planet's interior, leaving only a thin mantle and crust above it. This unusual structure suggests an unusual history. As Mercury cooled, its core began to crystallize. Liquid iron slowly solidified, forming a growing inner core surrounded by molten metal. This phase change released latent heat, temporarily slowing cooling. But once crystallization progressed, heat loss accelerated. Cooling was not smooth. It was uneven. Each change altered Mercury's volume. But even this process may not tell the full story. Recent data from spacecraft missions revealed something unexpected. Mercury's surface is rich in volatile elements. Sulfur, sodium, potassium. These elements are easily lost during planetary formation, especially so close to the Sun. Their presence suggests Mercury once retained more volatile material than scientists thought possible. This discovery opened the door to a new idea. What if Mercury once contained a volatile-rich layer buried deep beneath its surface? What if, instead of a simple rock and metal interior, Mercury harbored a hidden reservoir, a subterranean ocean trapped under immense pressure? This would not be an ocean of open water. It would exist far below the crust, isolated from sunlight, compressed by overlying rock. It might consist of supercritical fluids, sulfur-rich compounds, or water-bound within minerals. Under extreme pressure and heat, such materials behave unlike anything on Earth's surface. They flow, they migrate, they insulate. If such a layer existed, It would dramatically alter Mercury's thermal evolution. Volatiles trap heat. They slow conduction. They redistribute energy unevenly. Regions above such a layer would cool differently than regions without it. Over time, the planet's interior would contract in pulses rather than gradually. Shrinkage would occur in stages. As this subterranean layer cooled, it would eventually freeze or collapse. When that happened, its volume would decrease rapidly. The overlying mantle would subside. Stress would propagate upward through the crust. The surface would respond catastrophically, not with volcanoes, but with compression. Faults would form. Scarps would rise. The planet would wrinkle. This mechanism could explain the global distribution of Mercury's tectonic features. Unlike Earth's localized plate boundaries, Mercury's cliffs appear everywhere, across plains, through craters, and over vast distances. This suggests a planet-wide driver acting from within, not isolated surface processes. Global contraction fits the evidence. The timing of these features is equally revealing. Some scarps cut across relatively young impact craters, indicating that contraction continued long after the surface should have become geologically quiet. Mercury did not simply shrink early and stop. It continued to cool. It continued to contract. Perhaps it still does. As internal layers evolve, stress accumulates silently. For long periods, the crust resists. Then, suddenly it fails. Faults slip. The surface shifts. Entire regions move by meters and moments. These events would resemble earthquakes, planetary quakes driven not by plates, but by cooling. Mercury may still experience them today. The idea of a subterranean ocean reshapes how scientists think about small worlds. It suggests that size alone does not dictate simplicity. Even small planets can harbor layered interiors, volatile reservoirs, and long-lasting internal activity. Mercury may be extreme, but it is not unique. Planetary evolution is more diverse than once believed. Testing this hypothesis is difficult. No drill can reach Mercury's depths. No sample can be returned from its interior. Scientists must rely on indirect evidence, gravity anomalies, surface chemistry, fault geometry, and thermal modeling. Each dataset adds another piece to the puzzle. Future missions may provide clarity. Seismometers could detect internal layering. Improved gravity measurements could reveal density contrasts deep within the planet. Long-term monitoring could detect surface changes indicating ongoing contraction. Mercury still has stories left to tell. What emerges is a new view of Mercury, not as a dead world, but as a slowly evolving one. A planet shaped not by surface activity, but by deep internal change. A world whose most dramatic features were forged long after its formation. Its cliffs are not relics of chaos, but records of cooling. If a subterranean ocean once existed, it is gone now. Frozen, solidified, transformed into rock and metal. But its influence remains, written across Mercury's surface in towering scarps and folded plains. Even vanished layers can leave lasting marks. Mercury reminds us that planetary history is often hidden. Surfaces deceive. Beneath silence, processes continue. Beneath stillness, worlds evolve. Even in the harshest environments, change persists over billions of years. Cooling can be as powerful as fire. Close to the sun, Mercury continues its slow transformation. Its surface bears the memory of contraction, of internal collapse, of forces unseen but unstoppable. Whether driven by a volatile-rich layer, an enormous core, or a combination of both, Mercury's shrinkage is a testament to the complexity of planetary interiors. A reminder that even the smallest worlds can carry deep mysteries.